I'm not perfect part I don't know, because I'm not perfect. Right? I'm starting to realize what my problem actually is and why it'll actually deepen the resonance with what the brand actually is. Right? I can simplify this brand within one word: detachment. Detachment. Right? Realizing you're not just this body. Right? Realizing that you're not just your emotions. There's a veil underneath all of this that few people have yet to actually connect with. I was so caught up. All my life I've been fighting Brian and Alex. I was so caught up in who I am and shit like that. I stopped remembering who I actually want to be. Right? Who I actually desire to be. Right? Myself. I would prefer to live in a world that's fake. I would prefer to be myself. Because, to try and be something that is bound to only your physical form is bullshit. It's complete bullshit. And so that's the point of this brand. Detachment. Realizing that you're not just your body. You are the spirit experiencing a life. Right? You're experiencing this life from a place you don't even know exists. When you realize that, you won't give a fuck about perfection, bro. I feel like that is why I made this shit. It's not just for authenticity and for allowing you guys to be your authentic selves, but remembering who you are. That's the whole point of this brand, bro, is remembrance. Remembering who you are. Because when you live this world and you're constantly being fed the same names, constantly being fed the same shit over and over again, it becomes your identity, right? Repetitiveness is the way of the world. Because every day you see these cars on streets, you automatically assume that this is how shit is supposed to be. When shit is green, you go. When shit is red, you stop. When shit is yellow, you slow down. So on and so forth, right? That's the world that we are living in. But this is not real, right? You are a spirit experiencing all of this to learn and remember who you are, right? That's why I made this shit. And that's why I made I'm Not Perfect, but that's okay, to remind me that, yeah, I might do some fucked up things in my life. But you know what? Those things set you on a path for greatness at the end of the day. So it's like, to constantly reattach myself to all of my actions and to things that have already happened already is essentially repeating those same actions over and over again. The present moment is the only moment that actually exists for real. There is no future and there is no past. It's only in the present moment. The present moment is the only moment that exists. But you see, we're so attached to everything that we forget that. And so that's why I made this brand, bro. That's why I make this brand. If you want to invest, hit up Zealous Swishalicious. You know what I'm saying? Invest in the company. Because this is not only for authenticity, this is for detachment, bro. We gotta live in this world with no attachments at all, bro. Like, let go of everything. You really gotta just let go of everything. And more importantly, let go of perfection. It's just not real. Right? It's not real. The more you realize that, the more you'll actually be in a life that you truly desire within you. I had to let go of being perfect in my ego's perspective. Because being perfect in my ego's perspective is constantly, pleasing everybody, being the nice guy, making sure everybody's good, and, just giving people respect. But sometimes you end up meeting people, you end up meeting energies that don't deserve your respect. Right? Some people are so attached to perfection, when that imperfection is around them, they start to panic. Because what if my flaws reflect onto him? See, that's what I see now. Everyone's flaws. That's why they made sure I was always perfect in every single scenario. So that way I wouldn't reflect anybody's imperfections, anybody's flaws. See, I get it now. I get it now. Y'all wanted me perfect, so that way I wouldn't reflect your imperfections. I get it now. I totally get it now. And so, saying all this to say that I'm not perfect, but that's okay. Because life was never meant to be like that. Every time it is, chaos is dispersed. Y'all know this. So in order to keep me in line and keep me in order, they make sure to lower my vibration through situations, shit that I would attach myself to, right? So, yeah, I just wanted to reiterate that, because I feel as though people don't get it. Like, they look at the shirt, they look at me, and they don't get it. But the more and more I walk in my truth, the more I see the importance of this brand and the value it can bring to this world. So, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that everybody is wearing this shirt and not just me, Because it's like, yeah, my ego has done some fucked up things, I ain't never even asked to be in, I've always played the middleman in every scenario, But at the end of the day, it's like, it is what it is. Not perfect. And I was never meant to be. Right? It's a lie that's fed to all of us melanin beings. The difference with me is that I don't care about being perfect no more. I'm detached from that shit. Completely. Attachment was the one thing that was holding me back this entire time. Because when you're just one with everything has no choice but to just follow your frame when you're one with everything. You sit still, people might start like I noticed that shit. Whenever I just like sit still, like for like a very long time, people start to like gravitate towards me as if I'm like the sun or something. They start to gravitate towards me, and I don't even be wanting their attention. Like I don't even be wanting the shit. And so my point is oneness, detachment. Detachment is the main focus and the main reason behind this. I'm gonna put this in the blog so that way I can explain it a lot better. Be sure to check out the website www.zellaswitch.com. XELLA switch. That's with an X, not a Z, because ain't nobody sleeping on me. I'm gonna put a blog on my website though, and really explain this more in depth for you guys, so that way you guys understand what this brand is actually meant to do. Look at the Matrix trying to troll me again. But hey, you know, like that's perfect. Perfect head up. That's the best example right there, man. Like, you think we meant to be perfect in this shit, but it's not. Every time I convey my message, there's always going to be something in the way to block it off, because imperfection is not meant to be seen or reflected. And that's what I stand for, bro. Allowing the truth to be seen and allowing the truth to be heard, bro. So, yeah. Check the website, bro. I'll explain what I mean soon.